What's going on, my trainer club? Today we are going to check out the 2 community days, yes I said 2, in November in Pokemon Go to make sure you know all the tips to start maxing out to get you guys ready and prepped to go. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go! Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, how excited are you about 2 calm days in Pokemon Go for the month of November? Are you excited or are you not excited? For me personally, I am so excited, man. November is gonna be so off the chain. We have the calm days, we have Lugia coming out, we have that event, then we're gonna have the Thanksgiving event, we're finishing up the Halloween event in November as well, so it's a great time to play Pokemon Go. And also, if you're not in my Discord, you need to get in my Discord. And if you're having trouble finding raids throughout globally, you wanna have a more intimate group, there are great options in my Patreon to get you into private raid groups that can either include interaction with me on my friends list, or you can have your own private up to 50 people raid group globally where you're gonna do 20 to 50 raids per day if you want to. You can make the most or the littlest out of it for whatever it is that's gonna suit your lifestyle. But trust me, having intimate groups is the best way to play Pokemon Go, especially with remote raids. And I'm glad that I can provide that option for the people that do want it. So we have 2 calm days, right? 2 calm days gonna be in November. We have Electabuzz and we have the Magmar. I am so stoked for this. Number one, I've been wanting the shiny Electabuzz in the wild because Magmar's shiny in the wild already. Number 2, they have baby forms that are also gonna be hatching in 2-kilometer eggs, which we will check out when we start going over my top tips. And everything else is gonna be a lot of fun, and we're having a new bonus that's gonna be a quarter egg distance that I don't think we've seen in quite a while, but it's gonna be suited for these 2. So the date ranges for these 2 Pokemon are going to be Electabuzz on Sunday, November 15th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Yes, we're still in the 6-hour period. And then the next week on the 21st, which is a Saturday, from 11 a.m. all the way until 5 p.m., we are going to have the Magmar. So we have both of them 6 days apart. So that's gonna require a little bit more prep than we do typically, because we wanna max out completely with both of these Pokemon because they have increased spawns. The shinies are relatively rare. I have gotten 1 Magmar on a live stream, but besides that, I have not hatched either of the babies. So this is gonna be a great time for us. So you guys are gonna wanna have all the tips. The bonuses are going to include 3, as typical. We have increased spawns, so Electabuzz on the first Sunday, and then Magmar on the second Saturday are gonna be completely everywhere. They do have weather boosts, which we will cover. Number 2, we are going to have 3-hour incenses because we are still in the play at home thing, which is allowing us to have 6-hour calm days. I sure do hope that this is a permanent implementation into the game because I do believe that that 6-hour period way better than what once was 3 hours, which went by way too fast. And the feature that's gonna be dueled for both of the days is going to be 1/4 hatch distance. So there's no Stardust boost on this, but since we're gonna be able to hatch, as I did talk about, one of the features is Elekid from the 2-kilometer eggs on this Sunday first event, and then we're gonna have Magby, which is the baby form, hatching from the 2-kilometer eggs on the second Saturday, is gonna be absolutely amazing, guys. So we're gonna be able to turn through eggs fast. We're also gonna be able to get some other features as well. So let's check out all of the other parts of the day, which are going to include the moves. So Electabuzz into Electivire is going to get Flamethrower. So this puts a new unique move on this Pokemon. Really like it. And number 2, Magmar into Magmortar is going to get Thunderbolt. So those are going to be the 2 variations of the movesets that are going on this Pokemon. Pretty cool movesets. I like that they're getting a little bit more diversible moves, maybe making them a little bit more viable to be able to use them in the Master League, even though there are better Pokemon than them, could potentially bring it up in the ranks. Also, we're gonna have a 99-cent research story that is going to go on during the entire time frame as well. So 99 cents each day is for a total of $2. You're gonna get about 15,000 Stardust. Usually get some type of premium item. It has been in the past, a lot of times the Poffins, but also we might get some star pieces or a super incubator or something like that. I personally think that 99 cents is really worth it for just the small amount of effort that you guys have to do. And then usually we get the encounters along the way, so it's more chances to get better quality ones, which is really cool in my opinion. I always participate in them. And then also we're gonna get a research quest line for each of them because we are going to need sinnoh stones, which is gonna be one of my tips, to start going from these Pokemon of Electabuzz and Magmar into their sinnoh evolutions of Electivire and Magmortar. Sinnoh stones are going to be in high demand, so we will check them out in one of my tips. And then there's also going to be a calm day box, as we have been seeing. The only difference between the calm day boxes is the first one is going to have an elite fast TM. The second one for the Magmar day is going to have an elite charge TM, But besides that, that's the only differentiating factor. It's gonna come with 30 Ultra Balls each time. It's gonna be 1,280 coins. It's gonna have 3 super incubators in there. And then it's also going to have 3 incenses as well. The incenses will take up the entire time of the event. So you will not need more than 2 for the entire duration of the event because they're lasting 3 hours and the event is 6 hours. And then afterwards, we're gonna have 2 hours for a total of 8 hours during the entire day that we will be able to evolve to get these special movesets on these Pokemon. And additionally, we're gonna get photo bombed with these Pokemon. And like I did say, Elekid and Magby are gonna be hatching from 2-kilometer eggs respectively during their time frame. And then obviously we have the Shiny Magmar and the Shiny Electabuzz that are gonna be in the wild. So with all that said, guys, we are gonna have a couple tips to help you guys max out to make sure you take full advantage and you have all the Sinnoh Stones. So let's get into everything we need to know, starting off with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is going to be focusing around Sinnoh Stones. So we will get into all the items in a later tip, but number 1, we want Sinnoh Stones because we're going to want to evolve Electabuzz and Magmar into as many of the Sinnoh evolutions as possible. So there are a couple ways that you can get Sinnoh Stones in Pokemon Go. Number 1 is going to be your 7-day streak. So make sure to complete your research every single day, and then on the 7th day, we're going to be able to potentially get a Sinnoh Stone. Also, I would definitely suggest going in and battling the team leaders under the battle section in your Pokemon app to make sure you fight Spark, Candela, or Blanche to make sure that you guys are able to potentially get Sinnoh Stones as well. So there is 2 options. Can also get stones just by going out and spinning stops. So spinning and playing as much as possible, which will lead us into more items, which we're gonna talk about, is another great way for you guys to get these items. There is a chance to get it from doing PvP battles in Pokemon Go, so make sure you go after PvP battles alone, externally of utilizing the Go Battle League system, which is also one that you can get some of them as well. So make sure to do your Go Battle League battles as well to start stocking up on the Sinnoh Stones. And then finally, a great one, which we will talk about because we're going to be talking about eggs as well, is defeating a Go Rocket leader, which then gives you the ability to get Unova Stones, Sinnoh Stones, other stones like that. So there are many options for you guys to do. The key is to do them on daily basis every single day, as many as you possibly can to get as many as possible, because in my opinion, I want to have at least 10 Sinnoh Stones per day to give me the option to be able to evolve into these Pokemon if we so desire, which I do. I love them. I love the Shinies. Electabuzz Shiny is the first time it's ever going to be out in the wild besides having the Elekid. And also in November, if there is a task that comes out where you can get a Sinnoh Stone, I'm going to put that in here. And typically I recommend that you guys stack up on Pokemon, which you can do and stack your research Pokemon, so that when you are on your star piece and that you are going through and you're going to be hatching your 9 12-kilometer eggs, you can burn through the research and have 2nd tier evolution Pokemon. However, it's not super necessary. So I'm going to let you guys decide whether you want to stack research tasks, and if so, you're going to want to stack the ones that are going to be of the 2nd or 3rd tier evolutions. 3rd tier really doesn't ever happen, so 2nd tier evolution, as soon as those come out, I will pin them in the comments of this video. And then also I wanted to point out, guys, if you do hatch a baby, I would highly suggest not evolving that Pokemon, because babies can only come from hatching Pokemon. When they're hatched, they're much more rare because you can't hunt them in the wild, so it gives them an exclusivity to get and have them, even if you're not a shiny collector, for other Pokemon trainers that are shiny collectors that would definitely trade you anything you want on that Pokemon. So with all that said, we're going to talk about eggs, getting into tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be the egg 1/4 distance. So guys, going inwards, if you didn't get the box in the shop, there was 3 Super Rocket Radars that you were able to get for free. Number 1. Number 2, 12-kilometer eggs. Let's talk about them. I have a video that's going to be dropping tomorrow that's going to reference the 12-kilometer eggs. So I want to make sure you guys realize how much Stardust actually comes from this. So we'll talk about it in the video tomorrow, but I want you guys to go in each day with 9 12-kilometer eggs. You're gonna get 1/4 egg distance, and then you're gonna put on super incubators for all of those. You're gonna realize them on a star piece, and you're gonna max out this way. So you're gonna have to go through each and every one, which we'll break down tomorrow. But the goal is to go into these days with 9 12-kilometer eggs each time. And if you do so, your Stardust will start going up dramatically. You will not be disappointed, I promise you. So 9 12-kilometer eggs, keep that in the back of your mind. If you do it on a slower basis, you're gonna start having to do it a week or maybe a little bit before if you only do a couple grunts per day, and then you get to a leader, and then you can't spin any stops because you need egg spots open when you do go and defeat those leaders. And you also have to have the ability to get Pokemon. Your Pokemon bag cannot be full and your egg bag cannot be full. And if both of those are not full, you're guaranteed to get a 12-kilometer egg, which is going to be worth it. And if not, and you want 10-kilometer eggs, there's only one way really to kind of almost every time guarantee it. And that's to walk 50 kilometers in the week, and at 9 a.m. on Monday, have an egg spot open so that when you claim your Adventure Sync rewards, you get a 10-kilometer egg in your bag. But I would prefer, because of the Stardust gains, like we said, tomorrow's gonna be the video for you guys, you have to maximize out on this, which is then gonna lead us into tip number 3. Tip number 3 is gonna combine two different things because I wanna try to keep this short, sweet, simple, and make sure you guys get all the points in here. Number 1, clear out your Pokemon storage bag right now. If you haven't seen my video, check it out up here. Go through the questions. Is it valuable? Are you just holding on to it because it's sentimental? Does it have an exclusive Calm Day? Do you have way too many of that Pokemon? Is it ever gonna be valuable? Will it have a future Calm Day? Answer those questions for you guys and make sure to figure out to transfer them because we're getting double transfer candy right now. And we're gonna have 2 Calm Days coming up soon, and I don't want you guys to impede on getting Shinies, Stardust, XP, and everything else on those days because you have to slow down and delete Pokemon. So please go through, get a little hardcore with yourself and start deleting some of the sentimental things that are only sitting in your bag for no apparent reason. Beyond that, we need items. Guys, we're gonna need a tremendous amount of items. So if you're a newer player and you haven't played in Gen 1, even if you did play in Gen 1 when the game first came out, Electabuzz, Magmar were relatively rare, so I really want you guys to focus on maximizing out completely, which means I would say, honestly, this is gonna sound crazy, if you have a full item bag, 1,200 Ultra Balls, because I'm gonna allocate 600 to each day, or maybe even more. And the reason why I'm saying Ultra Balls is these Pokemon can get boosted up. They are relatively higher CPs, granted they usually drop down the catchability of these Pokemon during Calm Days. But also, I don't want you guys having Pokemon popping out. And then you're gonna wanna have Pineapple Berries as well because they're gonna get rarer and rarer. They both do nest, but that's gonna require you to go out of your way to hunt a nest, which when you don't really need to, and you can just plow these Pokemon during Calm Day with Pineapple Berries and have way more candy than you'll ever need in the future. So, Pineapple Berries, 300, and Ultra Balls, 1,200. And the reason why I'm saying is so much is because we don't have that much time in between the events. We have 6 days in between the Electabuzz and the Magmar Day. Granted, there's not gonna be a Stardust gain, so it's not super important to have the star pieces or anything like that. But incubators are important. If you guys have been incubating eggs and you're gonna be rationing your super incubators, hold them. We want to hatch eggs during this time because of Elekid and Magby. We wanna try to hatch those shinies. It's going to be worth it, trust me on this. So do your battles, get prepped, stack your items up, clear your bag out, and be ready for a lot of fun in Pokemon Go. And then join my Discord, and if it is so fitting to you, get into one of the private rooms so you guys can raid hard, have fun with Lugia, have fun with Darkrai, Cobalion, Terrakion, and all the other Pokemon that are coming out. So thank you to all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.